it's me, Smile McGee. We were gonna have a long chat during my IVIG tomorrow, but I'm getting a perm. So either I'm having a mental breakdown before the IVIG, or this is the best idea I've ever had. I think it's gonna be the best idea I've ever had. It's just like a new period of my life, so why not distract myself from nerves by getting new hair? My mom is a cosmetologist. She's phenomenal, and she totally let me do my whim. She's amazing. I am so grateful. And yeah, I am nervous for tomorrow's IVIG. I'm mainly nervous for the side effects after the fact, but I'm ready to start feeling better. And that's the thing, sometimes with illness, you have to get worse to feel better. It's like the craziest concept. So now what you've all been waiting for, the big medical updates from yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. So I had 3 appointments all up north because you know I live in the middle of nowhere. We're up bright and early, 4 in the morning, heading up to my first appointment, which was a breast ultrasound. As you guys all know, I've had tumors in the past that have had to be removed because I am a freaking tumor factory of a human. But I've been having some symptoms, like some pain, and I felt a lump on my left side, and I've been putting it off for a couple of months, but I just had the strongest feeling that I needed to stop putting it off and go get the ultrasound. And I was like, for sure it was nothing because I'm really good at benign tumors. I've only had cancer once, so not excellent at just benign, but like a solid B at just benign. But anyway, I called, they got the ultrasound scheduled. Oh my. The ultrasound scheduled. Heck. They got the ultrasound scheduled. I went in there, the tech was awesome. And the area I've been actually having the pain is where that new tumor is located. And they don't like the margins of it. They say the margins have gone into like this popcorny kind of shape. So most benign tumors are round, kind of like an egg. Not all, but most. And then typically, I can't talk. Typically when it's cancer, it has bumpy, kind of ugly edges. This one has kind of popcorny edges. So it's just like, could be a cyst, could be something bad. So they had the radiologist come look at it and talk to me, and just with my history of sarcoma, he would feel more comfortable doing a biopsy. So I have a biopsy scheduled for the 4th. They're not super fun. It's not like a surgical biopsy where they go in and take the thing out. It's basically, you know, those piercing guns. They get one of those, shove it in, take tissue, and it feels exactly like it sounds.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time.
So, hair sneak peek and little information change because I actually read through the papers I was supposed to read through. It's not a needle point biopsy with a gun. They're actually going to have to make a small incision while I'm awake and then like get up to 15 biopsies of the tumor. So it's going to be the most evasive biopsy I have ever had. Ugh. But hopefully just my platelets are working at that time, or else it's really going to be an experience, let me tell you. But hopefully we'll just get the knowledge to know if it's something that needs to be removed surgically like a cancer, or just not a big deal. Usually when I've got the breast biopsies, they are inconclusive, like a mix of both kind of tissues. So I usually have to get it removed. So that saga will continue next week. And then my next appointment was a sleep study. Well, not a sleep study, but like a sleep study consult. Something I've been putting off for years. I hate sleeping. Sleeping is about my least favorite thing on planet Earth. If I sleep laying flat, I wake up choking and I can't breathe. I have really painful muscle spasms. I avoid sleep at all costs. But again, I had a feeling, don't put this off, get the consult, and the doctor was amazing. So she believes, like my pulmonologist, that with all my issues, I most likely have sleep apnea. And she thinks the muscle spasms might be caused from my body saying, hey, you idiot, you're not breathing, wake up. So if we get that under control, I could maybe not despise sleep. And when you do have that sort of sleep apnea going on, your body sends signals out to your body parts, causing inflammation because it's trying to like save itself from suffocating in its sleep. And I guess even my fingernails, I have some clubbing, and that could be a sign of hypoxia, which could be happening from sleep apnea. So I have that sleep study scheduled for the end of the month, I believe, and I gotta do the next step with the perm, so be right back. We're on to the next step. So as I was saying, the sleep study I think is actually going to be beneficial, and she seems determined to help me not hate sleep. And I totally loved her and was heartbroken to learn that she's no longer going to be at that clinic after April 1st, which was so lame because she was super cute and watched Grey's Anatomy, so that means I can basically trust her with my life. But anyway, I think the sleep study is going to be really beneficial. And then last was an appointment with my musculoskeletal doctor, and it's basically to talk about the tumor in my thigh. I wanted to see if there was any non-surgical options for it. Like, my sarcoma specialist recommended I see them because this kind of tumor shouldn't hurt, but my Lanta, it hurts. So I went and talked with them about it. And I basically learned that where my tumor is sitting, it's right next to the bottom of my hip bone. The tumor, I think it's about like small egg size. But every time I move that main muscle in my thigh, it slams the tumor against my hip bone. And that's what's causing all the pain. Which makes sense because it's been so much pain, and they told me that tumor shouldn't hurt. And I'm like, well, why the heck is it hurting? But it can still be benign and cause pain if it's being slammed into your hip bone. So they highly recommend just getting it over with and getting it removed. So I was in contact with the sarcoma clinic today, and the doctor's going to look over my images and stuff and see if he wants to do the surgery. And if he doesn't want to do it, I'll just go to a local surgeon in town. So yeah, crazy day. It was a really good day. That sounds weird to say when they found like a suspicious tumor, scheduled a sleep study, and I have to get another surgery. Must be.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
Surgery. Most people would be like crying. And I did cry a little bit last night because it all just kind of hit me. But again, it was just a step forward. Oh yeah, and the biopsy for the tumor. Forgot that part. That's probably where a lot of the tears came from because that's gonna hurt. But anyway, it's just kind of, it felt right. All those appointments I had that day, I really felt like I needed to have them. So I feel like God's leading me in the right direction. The path may hurt like heck that I'm going on, but at least I feel like I'm going on the right path. So we're gonna finish up this perm. You guys will get to see it tomorrow when I post this video, and yeah, when I'm actually ready for the day. Thank you for following along this journey. If you have any questions, comment below. Thank you all again for all the love and support, and as always, smile on.